Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Ironman profile. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. There's a little bit of grinding involved, but mainly we're going to be talking about probably the most controversial change in Hypixel Skyblock history. And I've been playing this game since it came out, so it's a pretty bold statement. There's been a lot of changes or nerfs and updates that have come to the server, but by far, I think this is probably the most controversial one. So stick around if you want to see what that's all about and what my plans are for it. If you guys are new here, though, don't forget to go and leave a like and subscribe if you feel bad for all of our work being completely ruined. So please leave a like. Genuinely would appreciate it. But without further ado, let's just get right into this one. Super quickly, though, if you guys could do me a favor when you're checking out the Hypixel store, go ahead and use code ZACH. That is ZACH. That's my career code, and it will save you 5% on checkout, which is pretty cool. So save yourself some money and yeah, just support your boy. I lost a lot of time this week based on a change that we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to stop wasting you guys' time and let's get right into talking about it. So to start off today's video, I think we have to address the elephant in the room. I changed my title to basically the topic that we're going to be talking about at the start here for yesterday's video. I had yesterday's video recorded before the change was announced. It hasn't actually been rolled to main servers yet, but I think all of you are aware now that they are changing the build height on the garden. Currently, the build height from bedrock up is 50 blocks, which allows us to build these awesome vertical farms. I honestly think they look pretty cool, despite what some admins have said. Yeah, I think they look really good. I mean, obviously, they're the most efficient way to farm in Skyblock. That's why everyone's kind of decided the route of building all these vertical farms. As you guys have probably seen, I've made a bunch of videos on mine. Spent probably, no joke, around 15 hours in total constructing this entire thing, between making sure we had all the plots. Not to mention I had to farm wheat for about 2 hours just to get enough seeds to plant this whole thing. And then I also had to spend a ridiculous amount of time just building this. I mean, building this took a really long time trying to figure out the water, and I spent multiple hours working on all the drop downs and the teleport pads. I mean, I think there's no argument here that this farm is an absolute beast. And the admins have decided, after 3 months of this update being on alpha before it rolling out, not to mention the update being out for over a week and watching everyone build all these vertical farms, that apparently it stresses out some of the servers. Whether that's true or not, obviously we just have to take their word on it, but apparently vertical farms have an effect on the server and the technical side that they saw too late. And I guess part of the argument is that they didn't see anyone build vertical farms on alpha, which honestly, I'm not surprised. I mean, the amount of time it takes to do this, there's no real reason to ever want to try and do something like this on alpha. There just isn't. There's no incentive. A lot of people usually just go on alpha to kind of check out what the update's going to revolve around. Maybe they can see if there's any items that they should invest in. And I think that's safe to say that's what alpha is really used for. I mean, I personally hopped on there for probably a combined total of an hour between the ridiculous amount of testing that this update had. Yeah, there was still some bugs with this update, but I thought this update was really solid, especially once I got this farm built. It just made everything seem a lot easier. And the argument is that 5 plots of vertical farms are apparently more stressful for a server than having all 24 plots active. I honestly don't know how, but I guess it is. There's also the argument by the admins that vertical farms just don't look good, and they were saying that this is late game farming. To my argument to that, I just don't think that's true. I mean, I think a lot of you guys watching this have either visited my garden, and honestly, I feel really bad for a lot of people who came and visited and started building the farm for themselves, because I was basically encouraging that. By far is the most efficient way to farm. I didn't really see a change like this coming based on the fact of how much testing there was, and everyone was building a vertical farm. Anyone who planned on doing anything in the garden basically started or finished building a vertical farm. It's really tragic. They're changing the build height from 50 blocks from bedrock to 10. And this basically completely removes the ability to build vertical farms, making it so that my 16 layers of all these crops are now 3. Not to mention literally only a layer of cactus from bedrock, basically. The second layer, I think, maybe will be in that 10 blocks. Let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 2 layers of cactus. Not even 2 layers of cocoa bean. Like, I just don't know what they expect with this change. I mean, they really just want us to use the default presets, and I'm all for that if the presets were any good. I'm gonna be honest. The presets are just beyond inefficient, and if we take a look at this melon one here, this one is altered. I've gone ahead and placed slabs so melons don't spawn out, but how does this preset even make it to the live server? I have a whole row of melon just grown on the side. It's the same for the pumpkin. Another whole row of melon grown here. The presets are just not efficient, and honestly out of touch with the meta of the game. Not to mention, no slabs on top of the stems, which means you basically just have to run row by row. And then these here, you have to like hop over the slabs. It's just beyond inefficient, and it's 4 blocks across on each side, even though in 1.8.9 you can reach 5 blocks. Just, I don't get what the admins are trying to do by this. I really hope that we see either way better presets, or they honestly go back on their word about changing the build height. I think it's honestly probably the most controversial change I've ever seen to the game made, and I genuinely just can't believe that they're doing this now. So to anyone who built a vertical farm, I'm sorry, but yeah, they're basically making it so crops above that build height will no longer regrow once they push it, making the farm completely dead. So sorry to anyone who built it. I'm honestly beyond mad. I'm trying to hold back everything here, but I mean, it's just tragic. It really is. I spent so much time on this, multiple videos building this. You guys have seen it, and it's just all going to be useless. So I don't know where the admins are coming with this change. I just can't believe that the ball was dropped this hard, I'm going to be honest. So yeah, just sad. I mean, I guess the update hasn't rolled yet, so I have actually been farming wheat for the last couple hours, trying to make the best out of it. I'm gonna be honest, I was so mad about this change yesterday that I kind of just got off for the afternoon, and I've seen that effect on a lot of people. A lot of late game players, instead of playing, were just like, okay, I'm taking a break now. Like, genuinely, I just didn't want to play this game after that response, because it just felt really out of touch, the wording of it too. Like, this is no hate towards any of the admins, but just the whole forum post. If you guys haven't read it, go check it out on the Hypixel Skyblock forums. Just felt really out of touch with the player base, and they were literally calling our farms ugly. I mean, I think this thing looks pretty clean, right? Like, they say it's late game farming and they don't want it to be locked behind having to build something like this, even though, like, if you want to be efficient, this is what they encourage. So just so many things went wrong in the execution of this, I'm going to be completely honest, but I guess we just have to deal with how it is now. So I didn't end up doing the mine fiesta yesterday. I mined for a little bit. I literally filled my sack, and I decided that I just didn't want to play this game. I mean, if they don't want to... I was just really mad. So I kind of wasted the mining fiesta yesterday, which I kind of regret now the next morning, but kind of something I felt like I needed to do. I just needed some time away from this game after a change like that. So I do have a little bit of ruby we can go ahead and sell, though, in this chest. So, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and sell all this may as well, right? I made a little bit of money, nowhere close to how much I should have made, but let's go ahead and sell this. I'm at 225 mil. I didn't end up recording anything yesterday either. I'm kind of glad I waited till today to kind of address it properly. I was just the whole, I'm just mad and sad about it, and I genuinely feel bad for anyone who copied the farm, so deeply do apologize for encouraging people to build the mega farm. I'm honestly just speechless about the whole thing. I genuinely can't believe that a change like this was even made when the build height encouraged vertical farms, and yeah, just unfortunate. I guess on a more fun progress note, though, I've had a couple minions down that I've just been trying to upgrade, because the other day I actually unlocked our 29th minion slot, which is really good now that we're finally getting back on track with our minions. I still have a lot of farming minions that I actually just need to go and get pelts for. Some of these I actually even have the materials ready to go. So, for example, like potato, I need to upgrade that. Cactus, melon, we have at tier 11 as well. Carrot, I'm actually really close. I just need to craft some stuff there. So I've been working really hard on a lot of these farming minions, netherwort as well. We can probably get this to tier 11 today. 8 stacks, I definitely have that, so we can go ahead and do that upgrade right after this. But I have enough to upgrade my flower minion to tier 9, which is pretty exciting. So we're going to go ahead and do that. 4 stacks of enchanted dandelions. Probably not the most efficient minion that plays down, but I just have them down for a little while so I can actually upgrade them until the twins hop on and place down that extra missing minion slot that we just unlocked, because we are splitting these, obviously. Also, from farming all my wheat this morning, I actually have a decent amount of seeds. I can go ahead and craft 2 more boxes of seeds, which is always super exciting. Have a stacking a little left over. And I finally figured out why seeds are twice as efficient in the hub. It's because you don't have to use replenish. I can't believe I didn't think about that, but every time you break a wheat, like on your island or garden, it uses replenish. So it takes up a seed and replants it, and that is a lot of seeds being used for replenish. I mean, it took me 2 hours just to get enough seeds to plant the farm, so when it consumes that much while I'm farming it, that's kind of crazy. So yeah, it definitely goes quick, but luckily I have been getting a lot of enchanted hay bales during this process as well, so I do have 2 more boxes of seeds that we can go ahead and use here really soon. So definitely happy about that. I have all these enchanted golden carrots, and we also have our carrot minion here, so I think it's time we go ahead and upgrade this thing a little bit. Pretty sure to tier 10 it is just 1 enchanted golden carrot in each spot. It is, and tier 11 should be 2, I believe, so 16 in total. It is, and I do have enough for the next tier, but I just need some pelts. So maybe in the next video we can go ahead and grind out some pelts. We also finally have a ritual Mare Diana. A lot of people have been adding me and telling me about this. I saw it. I posted on my Discord saying, please vote Diana, and it looks like you guys have responded, or the community in general. Diana has 65% of the vote. We're going to be getting our Terminator on Saturday. I literally cannot wait to grind that out. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I am going to be traveling in the next couple days though, so I will do my best to, I'll definitely have it done during that Mare Diana, but it may not be the first day or the second, so give me a little bit of a break on that one. After hunting around, I finally found my Netherwart minion. I genuinely couldn't find it for the longest time there. I should have 8 stacks of enchanted Netherwart we can go and use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do, which is beautiful. So we can go ahead and upgrade this thing to tier 11. Finally, let's go. Also, we just leveled up our Skyblock level. Level 264. We are actually cruising through the levels right now with these minions and garden update. We're still 160th. I was 158th for a bit. I guess those two players are out here grinding still. They passed me again. But yeah, doing my best to keep up. But another tier 11 minion is always fun to get. Gonna go ahead and kind of just shove this guy in here for the time being, to be honest. But yeah, a lot of progress on some minions, still a lot to do. I definitely need a lot of pelts now to kind of max out these farming minions that I haven't in a little while. And actually, I might even be able to upgrade this gas minion finally to tier 10. What do I need? 4 stacks of the Silver Fangs. Let's go ahead and see if we actually have enough. Oh my goodness, I have a lot. Okay, hold up. There might actually be more here than I properly realized. Oh, one of the twins are on. Okay, hold up. Let me change pets so I actually get all the proper stuff that they claim. Let's go ahead and check this, though. Man, there's a lot of Silver Fangs worth of stuff in here. Let's go ahead and grab that. Go ahead and grab out some more. I didn't realize how many times I've collected this thing without crafting Silver Fangs. I literally almost had enough just from what was in my sack, and I have more in here. So I guess we're making progress towards tier 11. But tier 10, 4 stacks. There we go. Next one's going to be 8 stacks. So that gets quite expensive, to be honest. Doesn't this thing have a tier 12 though? I wonder what the tier 12, it's probably 16 stacks, right? It's got to be. So 8 stacks for tier 11. I would assume that the tier 12 is 16 stacks. In the nether you can buy that, so that's gonna be very pricey. I guess I just need to start saving up. I need way more Silver Fangs than I thought. This minion takes a long time to max out, but at least it's tier 10 now. So unfortunately, that is going to be it for today's video. Nothing too crazy of a grind, honestly. I kind of took the day off after this change. Hopefully you guys understand. I mean, it's just unfortunate. So much time put into something, just have it all like taken away like that is kind of a little bit rage-inducing, but I mean, I guess I was able to make some videos about it. I just feel really bad for anyone who did copy the farm, so genuinely would like to apologize, even though this was kind of unforeseen and very unfortunate. So just kind of unlucky is how it goes, I guess. But I guess when we figure out what the new meta is for the garden, maybe we'll try and do it. Maybe I'll play this update some more. It's kind of turned me off from wanting to play the update too much, so we'll have to wait and see. I just kind of need to get my unique gold medals, and then if I want more Skyblock XP one day, I guess we'll come back. It's definitely kind of ruined some of my motivation for the update, but still gonna do my best to progress for it, for video's sake and for your guys' enjoyment. If you guys still want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. But hope you guys did enjoy this one. Leave a like if you feel bad, and subscribe to the channel so you figure out what we end up making of this entire mess. So thank you so much for all the support. Don't forget to use code Zach when checking out on the Hypixel store. Join my Discord if you want to stay up to date on random stuff and video stuff. Link in the description. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.